Good Saturday evening, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic. And this is an in-depth video forecast analysis discussion for this Saturday evening, the 18th of January, 2020. And it's cold and snowy and icy and sleeting outside. And we're going to get into some snow reports, some ice reports as well. They're coming in now. And we'll take a look at the latest radar data and what's going on. Forecast seems to be working on track. We've got reports here in the white boxes of basically an inch of snow. In the light colored blue boxes, that's about 2 inches of snow. And we have some freezing rain here, about 1/10 of an inch of radial ice accretion in Thornton, Pennsylvania. And this is from late this afternoon into the current here. So this is radial ice in the pink. The whites is about 1 inch of snow that we're reporting in. We've got reports of 2 inches of snow in New York in places like Whitestone, New York, 2.2. And also we have reports of, we get into this, East Williston, New York, 2.3 inches. And this one here in the darker blue is 3 inches at Hartford, Pennsylvania. This is 3 inches of snow. We'll take a look at the Doppler radar in just a moment. Latest Doppler radar, again, snow across northwestern New Jersey, north of I-287 here. Let's see if we can stretch this out just a little bit and get a little closer. Sparta Township. Now, we find in the pinks here and the whites, we're finding breaks here where the precipitation is a little lighter, but it's definitely some sleet or ice pellets mixed in here. Or wet snowflakes here in the in this pink color, and then down here it looks like it's all turning into ice, freezing rain or ice at this point here, and still snowing pretty good across Montville, Olive Township, and Apacon. We'll take a look at Doppler radar in just a moment, and we're still, you know, in the New York City and Islip area. We're still, you know, the rain is not that far off the shore here, and all the system is moving to the east, and lots of rain here down when you get down towards past southern New Jersey into Atlantic City here in southern New Jersey, Garden State Parkway from Stafford Township south, it's all rain. Ocean City, Avalon, Cape May, it's all rain. And then even further south, if we move this further south, it's just basically rain. If we move back further to the north, everything is still in the form of snow across the Hudson River Valley area and across Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts. You get the picture here. Everything seems to be working out just fine. Okay, the meso analysis at 3,000 feet. Definitely the cold air is still locked in here, but giving way slowly at 3,000 feet, and where the air is changing over here with the precipitation types. But you see the flow is out of the southwest, out of the south actually, about 30, 40, 50 knots. Here's our area of low pressure now associated with this disturbance. It's now getting into the upper portions of the Great Lakes. And we can see the flow out of the south here off the ocean. So eventually all of this precipitation that's in the form of snow at some point will change to rain as the precipitation shield moves east. Now, if we put the radar on, you can already see that we've got plenty of moisture here from the south. Again, this is going to be involved in turning some of the precipitation over into New York City and Connecticut into rain before it ends. But right now, we've been holding on to some cold air at 3,000 feet. Now, the 8,000 foot analysis, again, cold air still in place at 5,000 feet. So, you know, we're still having precipitation formed basically in the form of snow here. Still have a southwesterly flow here. Here's our upper level low across the Great Lakes. 850 analysis 2. This is a depiction of the height, the temperature, and the wind, and we can see that we've got quite a lot of dynamical changes on the way here. We take a look at 700 millibars, plenty of moisture here, stretching all the way. This is relative humidity, water vapor values here, stretching all the way from the Great Lakes and southeastern Canada, all the way down through this coastal area too. There's a lot of weather actually going on in Texas right now as well. but we want to focus on our deep moisture convergence right now. We're in an area of deep moisture convergence here, and another area where the cold frontal occlusion, cold frontal passage is here back through the Ohio Valley in Pennsylvania. This is very strong, and of course this area here in New Jersey, the lower Hudson River Valley area, Connecticut River Valley, all the way down through the northern Delmarva, basically with the exception of central and southeastern New Jersey excluded from this, we have some deep moisture values going through this area at this time. Surface frontal genesis, we've got that going on now. It's stretching across southern New England and across the coastline, so this is where an area of precipitation will become mostly introduced, and heavier is currently showing up on Doppler radar as well. And of course with our low pressure area over the Great Lakes, and then stretching up in towards the St. Lawrence River Valley area as well. Now, temperature advection. This is important because at 3,000 feet we can find a lot of warm air advection here going on at 3,000 feet, which is changing the precipitation over here in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and eventually into New York too. But the biggest changes here this hour would be in this area with the dark magenta. And we want to do, see, 850 millibar temperature advection. That's very strong. At 5,000 feet we find a lot of warming occurring in this area, is pushing the southerly flow into the New Jersey, New York City metropolitan area, the Hudson River Valley area. So that's a lot of warming that's occurring, changing the precipitation type over. And of course, at 10,000 feet, well, we're not expecting too much. We've got that cold pool still here, and a little bit just to the north, which you would expect at 10,000 feet, but the lower layers of the atmosphere, that's where things really matter. Take a look at the precipitation type from the mesoscale analysis RAP report here. 0 is rain, 8 is snow, so it's still snowing. 8 and 9 is snow, and moderate snow in areas that are 9. 8 is just basic snow. Then we get into 6 here, that's ice pellets. We get into 5, that's ice pellets. 4 is ice pellets too. And basically that's the change that we're seeing on Doppler radar, and that's what the mesoscale analysis is also showing at the same time. So Doppler mosaic right now out of Philadelphia, we can see in the greens here, everything changing over to rain. It's starting to anyway, and it's moderate. The blues here, that's wet snowflakes. The white is still snow. The yellows and the pinks here, that's either graupel, or around the radar scope here, that's either graupel or ice pellets, sleet. And graupel is basically ice over wet snowflakes, so that's what that is. Take a look at the temperatures here at 6:30 this evening. They're still holding in the low to upper 20s, about 20 degrees at High Point, 25 here in Sussex, low to mid 20s here across northwestern New Jersey. That's Warren County here. We've got Hope and Blairstown at about 23, 24 degrees. Here in Morristown or Parsippany at 21, we're up to 29 in Caldwell. So we're still cold. We're still cold here, and temperatures don't get above freezing until we get towards the coastline here, which is Ocean and Seabright here into the 30s, Oceanport 34. Temperatures are starting to slowly rise here in Westchester, Pennsylvania at 32 degrees, which is freezing, but we're still now where everything is already turned over to rain. We have 40 degrees at the coast at Harvey Cedars, and we've got about 40 degrees here in Cape May, 41 degrees at Ocean City, New Jersey, and 40 degrees here in West Cape May County. And temperatures are still hovering basically anywhere from the upper 20s to teens here. Well, Blue Mountain Lakes, that's pretty high up there, so that's 19 degrees. But right now, today's maximums, if we went to the maximums, today's maximums didn't get too high either, and they're not far off from where they are right now. Today's minimums, obviously, they started out with clear skies. Temperatures at 9 degrees at High Point State Park this morning. Now look at High Point. We look at High Point now, it's up to 20. So, that's quite a, slow rise there, but, it was a cold, clear morning, so that's why the temperatures were so cold this morning. Well, under the precipitation, obviously, we have 95 to 100% relative humidity under this, and the wind speeds out of New Jersey Rutgers Network. Let's check this out. They're out of the south right now, ahead of that frontal boundary and wave of low pressure crossing the upper Great Lakes into southern New England with the secondary low good form there. So, they're not that bad. They get closer and higher as you get to the coast because of the thermal gradient between the ocean water temperature and the upper air temperature being so cold with the high pressure over the top of it. Again, the latest radar shows lots of precipitation around the area, but notice most of it is out over the ocean. There's some scattered breaks here and there, some moderate breaks across northeastern New Jersey, northwestern New Jersey. Water vapor channel. Yeah, still have a way to go before we get into the bright or the cloudier blues here, the clouds, the cloudier grays, and the blues here for some drying. So we're still in for some wet weather over the next couple of hours. Judging by the reports that we've received and now the precipitation beginning to mix and change over in spots, well, and lighten up in spots too, this looks good. This is the latest HRR model guidance. So, we were in a 2 to 3 area category here. This doesn't look bad. The 3 to 4, 5 inches surplus here in Connecticut, that's possible. This looks good here too. But unfortunately, there were some areas here that received a little bit more snow than what this model guidance is showing. And after the snow and the ice and the rain leaves, well, the weather gets cold this week, but it's seasonably cold. It's not anything that's really cold. And I'm not seeing anything that looks favorably stormy, perhaps. So just a cold week for January right now at this point coming up, and we'll keep you posted on updated changes in your forecast. For everything live right now, it's GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com. I'm meteorologist Robert Smith. You have a great Saturday night. Enjoy whatever you're doing this evening. Stay home, listen to music, watch a movie, just chill.